guys, I'm back. I'm ready to talk about the Illuminati thing. Because in my last video, I don't think I did a good job. Because all this new shit come out. All this new stuff, all this stuff that I didn't even talk about. So, I'm ready to talk about it today. If you're ready to listen, continue watching. If you don't, bye. I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Okay, so, first of all, this Illuminati thing started when one of Legal Eagle's editors, and Legal Eagle, whose name is Devin, he's a lawyer. He's a copyright lawyer. One of his editors reached out to, I guess one of Blair's editors in her Discord or something, and asked, "Hey, yeah, Illuminati, I like your stuff. What plugin did you use for the NFL videos you did? I really want to use that. That looks so cool. Where'd you get it? How do you use it? What is that?" Yeah. Which is it's a question. Yeah, editors will ask, "Hey, what you use in this editing thing? How'd you do that? What is that? I like that. I want to kind of use it in mine. It looks cool." That, editors, they reach out to each other and say, "Hey, what's going on? How'd you do this? You use this in this video. How'd you do that?" Yeah. So, this question is a question. It was a fair question. What you used for this video. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. And somebody else in her Discord, I think one of the other people in her Discord, one of the mods or something, said, this is not really kind of place for that, but somebody should reach out to you at some point, show you or something. But Blair apparently found out that this had happened and put on Twitter, "Hey, this Legal Eagle guy, his editors are trying to copy me. He's copying me. Look at this." And she posted, think if I can find it, I'll post it here, her tweet. And she used examples of, "So this Legal Eagle guy is trying to copy me. Look at this guy. This guy here. They're trying to copy, try to be like me because I'm the greatest thing ever." Because that's how she was feeling about that. So she posted a tweet and then, saying that he was trying to copy me and used examples of a paper rip effect and a highlighting text effect. That was it. That was her. That was him copying her. That was her call out of Legal Eagle. Look, this guy, copying me. He's trying to be me, this guy here. Yeah, look at this here. And everybody who looked at that tweet was "Bitch, everybody uses that. If he's trying to copy you, we're also trying to copy you. You didn't create that effect. It's been going on for years. What the hell? You stupid, what the hell?" And Legal Eagle responded to that going, "Pretty sure this is a misunderstanding. We looked at your thing, and apparently we've been using those effects for years before you even started using them. This editor guy that reached out to your people, he's a fan of yours. He may be editing for me, but he's a fan of yours." That's where it started. It started with that, the Legal Eagle thing. Then all of a sudden, within this tweet, they have other people Oz. I think was it Oz Media? I know the Click and Wonderstruck made their own comments. So she's so she put out a video called Illuminaughti Exposed. If I can find it, I'll put it here. Yeah, my little space that I'm going to use. So she makes a video calling Click and Wonderstruck out, claiming that Wonderstruck is a mooch and a leech and using for money and was like abusing his dog. And the clique had like a pedophile in like his Discord and did nothing about it. Like, yeah. You know, they're gonna say that I'm a horrible boss. Yeah. They're shitty people. We should hate them. You want to hate them, okay? Cause I'm Illuminaughti. I'm Blair. I'm the greatest thing ever. You love me, right? Cause I'm a girl. Yeah, please hate them because they're boys and they're horrible. Like that. I didn't see it. I don't care to see it. But from what I gathered from other people talking about this, that's basically the gist of what she's saying in this video, where she calls them out. So then they make their own videos. The clique makes his video, where he's sitting there talking about all the things that she did, including, and not limited to, stalking him via sock accounts, where she's like talking to herself about like him and her, and you know, like the creep show art thing, when she was on the Loco thing, where she was like pretending to be somebody else talking about herself. That's what Blair did, and stalked him using these accounts and talking about him to herself using these accounts. He didn't realize that. Yeah, and also apparently she had called him out for using what is known as an R slur, which is, I don't know if I could like say it or like put it there, but it starts with R, and it's a bad word for people that are developmentally disabled and intellectually disabled. It's that word. And click, not being from America, didn't know it was a bad word because English is not his first language. Let me repeat that. English is not his first language. So how would he know that that word was bad? And she's sitting there going, he did this, and he said that word, and he always says that word, and yeah. And he's like, yeah, I didn't know it was bad. I have since now known that it's bad. I won't use that word anymore. But, you know, I hear it all the time because, you know, if you're a gamer, gamers tend to use that language because they're stupid. They're kids, you know, I don't know, and other people don't call them out for it because it is what it is. It's a bad word, yeah, we wouldn't use it like a normal everyday things, but yeah, we use the word. It sucks that we use that word, but it is, yeah. So she calls him out on that, and he's like, yeah, I didn't know it was bad, like, what the fuck? And then that pedophile thing, like this is so funny. Apparently, according to the clique, this whole like pedophile thing happened when he was asleep. Oh, God forbid people sleep, Blair. Oh, they're supposed to not sleep ever. Become insomniacs and just stalk their Discord for like pedophiles. Coffee. It was apparently like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning his time when this all went down. He didn't know about it. His mods found out. His mods obviously were watching his Discord and saw it and did something about it, like ban them and you go away. Yeah. So they handled it. And by the time he woke up, he was like, oh, it was? You handled it. Okay. Oh, weird. Yeah, we don't like that. Yeah. And Blair's like, he didn't do anything. See, he didn't react enough, and I had to help them. And oh, so you want him to sleep? You were on his Discord? See, that part I don't understand. Like, she said that she handled it along with like his mods, And he's like, no, my mom's handled it, it was fine. You handled it, it was fine. I was asleep, like, how was I supposed to know? Yeah, cause, psychic. And don't ever sleep, apparently. So that was the clicks, like, thing that he talked. And it would just exploded on her. But then the Wonderstruck guy made his video. And I think that's like his name. Like, Wonderstruck guy is like his name. At least on, like, Twitter. But he made his video calling out Blair. And that was a thing. Apparently this young man, who by the way is very young, because Blair apparently likes them younger than her, because all of her, like, team members are apparently younger than her. She's like 30-something years old, and these all, like, 20-year-old boys. But apparently he's like, I was living in, this people, and Blair told me to, like, live with her, and, like, she can help me edit, and somehow he ended up living with her and, like, Oz Media. And he's like, I love my dog. I would never abuse my dog. That incident where I accidentally let him out to use the bathroom and forgot about him, which is a thing. If you're a pet owner, especially if you're a dog owner, you know that sometimes happens. Apparently he, like, ran away or something, and he couldn't find, and Wanda couldn't find him, and according to Blair, that makes him a bad pet owner. And of course, other things that happen, like, he lets, his little dog, like, bit her dog on the ear, because apparently her dog, according to Wanda, her dog, like, does that, and he, like, he snapped. The dog snapped, because, he's been constantly getting bit on the ear. He's like, stop it. And apparently that's a bad thing. So that was the dog thing, and he loves his dog. Apparently he loves his dog. According to his video, he loves his dog. That's his little boy. Then Wanda got into this other thing where she took away his car. Apparently this chick told him at one point, I make enough money, I can retire, I can buy you whatever you want, like, stick with me, kid, kind of thing. Like a Svengali type of situation. Because that's what it sounds like happened between the two of them. Like, she says, come live with me, you can edit my videos, we'll give you a place to stay, la la la. And she's like, you need a car, I'll get you a car. And her being like her, apparently thought that I'll get this kid a BMW, this poor, almost homeless kid who can barely afford to pay his rent, who's living paycheck to paycheck, wants to have a BMW. Because a Honda Accord is, that's not bougie enough. You have to get this kid a BMW, Because, appearances, I'm Illuminaughti, I'm rich enough to retire, I need to buy this kid a BMW because, it buy him his favor. Because that's what all of this that came out about her sounds like, especially in terms of, like, her relationship with Wonder. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a Svengali type of thing. If you don't know what a Svengali is, if I can, like, find the definition and put it here in a way that makes it make sense, I'll, like, put, like, Svengali either here or, like, here. But yeah, it sounds like that. But, okay, whatever. She bought him a car, a BMW. And apparently at some point he, like, moves out or gets kicked out or something and is living in his car. He's homeless, living in this BMW. And something happens and she takes it away from him and in her video, she's complaining about how his car is, like, trashed. Because there's a crack in the windshield because a rock from a truck came barreling off the truck and go shoot. Because that's what happens when you drive down a road. But that's his fault, apparently. That's him not taking care of this BMW that he could barely afford. So he's living in it. And she's like complaining about the crack in the windshield and all this trash in it because he's living in it. So there's gonna be trash in it. There's gonna be like clothes in it because he's living in it. Yeah. Because when you live in a car, if any of you ever lived in a car, being homeless, you know that your life is in the car. So it's gonna have trash in it. Your clothes and like belongings because you're living in it. But that's not good enough for Blair because, you know, appearances. She has to trash them to make her appear better. So she's just picking things that she can like pick on them for. Because you lived in your car and you trashed it. My car that I bought you. Ungrateful mooch. Ungrateful leech. Because that's how she wanted him to appear in her little video. That's what she did. Made him sound uber ungrateful, like a little brat who doesn't appreciate nice things because I'm rich and bought him a nice car. And he's supposed to act like this is the greatest thing ever. And it's just a car. He didn't ask for that specific car. Apparently, according to him, he just wanted a car. She wanted to buy him a car. He didn't care either way. He had a car. It just needed to be fixed. It was just a raggedy old car. But she needed to buy him a car, a BMW, because look how rich I am. Look at the stuff I have. Don't you feel like I'm the greatest thing? And she was flexing on this kid. This poor kid from another country. Because again, he, like the Click, is from another country. I don't think he's from Sweden like Click is. I think he's from like Norway or something. But he's not American either. And he's younger than her. So there's that. It makes you think, what the hell is going on with this chick? Yeah, all these dudes that she's like hanging out with are younger than her. And she's flexing on that. Like, look how rich I am. Look how many BMWs I can retire if I wanted to. Because, you know, I got it like that. Don't you wish to associate yourself with me? Because you're poor and, like, not from America and I'm the greatest thing ever, like ego boast. It's literally like a Svengali type of thing. Yeah, I can make you something. I can make you into something that will eventually serve me. Like, seriously. But that was it. The Wonder made a video and it was received very well. He cried in it. Because at one point, and if you don't know what she did, one of the worst things she did was in her apology video, the Illuminaughti exposed video where she's talking crap about them. She weaponized, and I'll use it like that, she weaponized his mental health. I'll explain. Because he suffers from depression, and he feels some type of way. When you're depressed and you feel like you're at rock bottom in your depression, you feel a certain way. And you feel like the world would be better if I wasn't here. So, he apparently said, I think like he wrote a note or something about feeling that way, or a Twitter thread or something. She told everybody that. Look at this guy. This guy's tweeting things about me. Did you know he tried to, off himself? Yeah. How stupid and bad is he because he did this? Yeah. Because, see how much better I am than him? At least I didn't feel that way. At least I don't want to get those kind of episodes. Because I'm great. Because that's what she did. And he talked about that in his video and broke down and cried. In his video because she weaponized his mental health against him. Used a depressive episode where he hit rock bottom in his depression and wanted to end it all, the worst feeling in the world. A lot of us have felt that way. And she's like, look at him. He wants to himself. I know, right? So stupid. Such a stupid asshole. Like, oh my god, how could you, like, feel that way? That's such a stupid feel. That's what she sounded like in her video, that she was saying this stuff about him. Like, how stupid is he for feeling this way? I gave him everything. See how ungrateful he is? He even thought to feel this way. Like, you know, the stupid little kid. I can't believe I ever wanted him in my life. Like, you know, like, and this poor kid is like breaking down on video because that's such a shitty move. And it's so stupid. And it's so mean. And it has no bearing on what happened. Because literally what happened was you, Blair, accused a copyright lawyer of trying to copy your style. And excuse me, phone, could you not? But, I didn't even touch on the H-Bomber guy who, like, tweeted when she, like, accused Legal Eagle of copying her. He, like, counted out with his own thing of, like, yeah, he copied you. And then showed, like, a side-by-side video clip of, like, some guy talking about some scientist guy and her talking about the same scientist guy. And she, like, copied the guy word for word, almost word for word. And he's like, Legal Eagle was copying you. Oh. Bitch, you do the same thing. You did the same thing in one of your videos. Who's copying who? You dumb bitch. The hell is wrong with you? Copy. Okay, he copied you, okay. Because he counters and of course, she doesn't talk about that. I don't think in her video, I don't know, because I didn't watch it. Because I don't care to watch it, because it's stupid. At this point, it's like, what could she say that in her video that's different than what everybody else in the world is saying on YouTube? Yeah, but I don't think she even talked about that in her video. Like, you didn't even talk about you copying somebody else, and you're sitting there claiming a copyright lawyer is copying you. Your editing style that you don't own because you didn't create it, because it's been there for like decades. Stupid. But yeah. But that was it. And then we have something else that happened. And I'll put it here because after Wonder and Click made their videos, and bear in mind, Wonder also in his video had Oz Media in it. And I don't know if I said this in my last video, but Oz Media was talking about the end when she was crying. He mentioned how he had watched her work up those tears. That ending when she's crying about her lost friendship with Oz Media and I will never be friends with you again was fake. Those tears were fake. She's like, I watched her work up those tears over something else. Like, so like she's faking emotion now, and it's just okay. But there's an update to this case because apparently she tweeted out a tweet thread, and I'll put it here. And I'll read it. And I'll put it here so you can like read it along with me if I can. Bear in mind, if you watched any of my videos before, you know I suck at editing. You know I can't do a damn thing. But I have it on my phone so I can like read it. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Oh, she starts off, hey everyone. I am fully aware of the recent false allegations that have surfaced. False. They're false. I want to take a moment to publicly state that I am taking these allegations seriously. Again, allegations. Seriously? And am committed to rectifying this situation promptly and appropriately. Okay, she goes on. Was that the... I understand... Yeah, no. Okay, I understand the concerns and potential impact that these false allegations have caused. Okay? My team and I are actively working behind the scenes to gather all relevant facts. Oh, so these people are lying. They're accusing you of doing something you didn't do. That's how she's countering this. I am committed to transparency, bullshit, and accountability, bullshit, throughout this process, bullshit. Because, yeah, I have a cough. Coughing so much. I'm going to be coughing so much at the end of this. I swear. Rest assured that I'm taking decisive action to address this situation. Oh my God, this is such a horrible situation she's been in. Yeah, because it's not like she did it to herself or anything. I will provide updates and communicate any necessary actions as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you to those who are standing by me. I don't know anybody who's standing by you during these challenging times, because this is such a challenging time. You're having such a hard time dealing with the fact that you were abusive to one person and abusive, basically, to another person. That's it. I will not allow these false allegations again. She's saying these are false allegations. That someone's just making shit about her because they don't like her. Okay. To be weaponized as a way to silence my voice. You're being silenced, Blair? Oh. We'll get to how you... We'll get to that. Because something happened after this tweet feed that I will talk about at the end. I appreciate your patience and understanding during this challenging time. Again, this is a challenging time for her. I am dedicated to upholding my channel's values and delivering on our commitments. Okay. I am confident that the truth will prevail. Meaning I will make up shit, any kind of evidence that I can make up against these two people, even though they showed evidence. You know, like I talked about in my last video, the picture that Wonder posted, that Oz Media himself said that he took. If I could find the picture, I don't know if I have the picture, but I'll find it and I'll post it here, like that picture of your messy room, this hoarding situation, and then of course the Burger King cup that we all know you have in your house somewhere. But yeah, sincerely, and she ends it with her whole name, because apparently this is her whole name. Everybody's on board with this is her whole name. I don't know, I don't care, but it's Blair Zong. That's her whole name. Yeah. But that's her response to Wonder and the Click. False allegations, and she will rectify this situation. Rectify. It's a great word, by the way. But then, a few days ago, Wonder tweeted out this. Apparently that's how she's rectifying these false allegations. She has now, Blair, aka Illuminaughti, just sent me a cease and desist. Oh, so we're threatening to sue people for claiming you're abusive now. Some poor kid who is living in his car for speaking out against her abuse. Oh, but you won't be silenced. Huh, Blair. You won't be silenced. Oh, but you're going to silence Wonder. And notice how Wonder got the cease and desist. Because all the comments underneath his thing is Click, even response, if I can, yeah, Click, Blair, Oz Media. We have to talk about his, reply to Wonder's tweet is Blair, a leftist, which I don't understand what he means by this, is basically threatening Wonder with a slap suit. I don't understand what he means by a leftist. I don't know. But yeah, and call me Nostradamus because hot damn, and he retweets him himself. Blair, I need you to know that you hurt me more than you realize. I know you're scanning this and having your team read over it. Maybe even looking at sending me a legal threat as you parade around to do. So yeah, he knew that was gonna happen. Maybe not to him, but he knew. Because he said, call me Nostradamus because hot damn, yeah. Yeah, not everybody's surprised at this. Even I'm just like, what the hell? You abuse this kid. This kid says you abuse him financially. Held his income over his head, apparently. And you're gonna sue him, like silence it. I don't know. And then of course our media goes on. Oh yeah. He retweets it and it's part of a thread, That's Oz Media. I don't know if Click said something to the effect of, English ain't my first language, but I don't know whether that means like that's a hell of a way of saying this. I'm taking accountability or something like that. If I can find his tweet, I'll put it because I don't have it on my phone because, God forbid I take pictures of it. But yeah, that was her response to his response. All of this because she accused a lawyer of copying her editing style. Wow, Blair. You really, really regret going after Legal Eagle like that, huh? Because this just explodes in your face, huh? And all of these people are coming out, and even Tipster, who I watched his stream about it. Even he was like, see, I warned you because she came after me. And I didn't even remember, like, that situation, but, like, that was a situation that happened, and it was weird, and she apparently has this thing where she'll, like, go after you. Apparently. Yeah, she'll go after you. So stupid, Blair. Blair needs to grow up. Illuminaughti needs to grow up. Maybe I'll put this in my series. Maybe I'll title it my series that I have on my channel where so-and-so needs to grow up. Episode, I don't even know what episode I'm on now. Probably like 15 or something. Because everybody on the internet needs to grow up. Including people like Blair. What the hell, Blair? What the hell? Are you kidding me? Anyway, I'm over my half an hour limit, because of course I am. And that kind of what's been going on in the Illuminaughti. I decided to do it because I didn't handle it right in the first place. So I wanted to like revisit it and like really talk about it because it's apparently stupid. It's dumb. It's so dumb. You're a stupid bitch. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully I'll post this as soon as I can. Either tomorrow or the next day. Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to be like Jenna Marbles and I'm going to do like Wednesday, Thursday type of thing. But I will get it to you as soon as I can. If you want to watch it. And if you made it this far, do all the YouTubey things. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because you want to. And not because I'm telling you to. And I guess I will see ya when I see ya. Bye.